Hello. I lost most of the audio of this because I stupidly put a noise gate on the microphone. Terrible idea. Never do that. Anyway, I'm just gonna tear this apart, and then I'll feature me, which is me, will record some voiceover for sort of a vague analysis of the circuit board. Um, Not really full in-depth reverse engineer or anything. But in any case, just a little bit about this UPS. It's one of the cheapest I could find on Takealot. It's got a nice case. I can pull it to bits and reuse the case, which is basically why I bought it. It's got a 3-pin plug on the back, which is nice and also dangerous. The protection on the phone line jack there is laughably stupid. I wouldn't trust it as far as I could from my car. But that probably, I think I measured, I get about 2 hours with the inverter. Not with the inverter, with the UPS, trying to run my CPE and my router, which is a bit ridiculous given that by my calculations is about 7 hours, well actually about 10 or 11 hours of power in the battery. So it's highly inefficient. I recommend against going all the way to DC and back to AC, and going all the way to AC and back to DC to power your router. That's why I'm going to build this into the UPS system. Okay, well, enjoy, and I'm gonna try and speed this up a bit for you guys because I'm kind. Magic of editing has basically removed all of the me struggling to get this thing apart. It wasn't so bad. Some of the plugs were a little bit tricky. You can disconnect the transformer, but it looked like hard work, so I didn't bother. So basically, what happens here is your battery comes in and it's switched through. It goes through a fuse, and it's switched through an H-bridge. You can actually see on the, you can't see very well on the back of this board, but it's got a little bit of a chip there, and basically the the little heatsink there won't absorb much heat before things start to get too warm. So it's obviously not designed for long running. It's not terrible. It's pretty bog standard for what it is. You'll notice that if you can see, the two of the transistors are insulated. The other two are just bolted directly to the heatsink. And two will be on at any given time to make an H-bridge. I might draw a H-bridge in KiCad or something for you guys to look at. I'm just going to check here if which side of the the positive or negative, if it's common to the positive, or the heatsink is common to the positive or the negative, and you probably won't see it, but in fact you can't see it, but yes, it's the positive. That's the common. Yeah, you can see it there. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much most of it for this unit. You've obviously got a bit of feedback. You've got a bit of extra solder on the board just to help its current carrying capacity. I mean, because an inverter pulls a lot of current at 12 volt DC to give you any significant power at 220 volt. This is mainly most of it. There's not much. Not much else to it. There's a switch. There's space for two other LEDs. So if you've got surface mount components, you can also pull the buzzer off if you hate the buzzer. If you get to this stage, you can pull the buzzer off and put the whole thing back together again without too much trouble. Yeah, that's mostly it, I guess. One more thing here. We can actually get the casing a bit more apart, because when you do a UPS, a DC UPS, you don't need mains connectors. And in fact, you don't want mains connectors, otherwise people are going to do stupid things and plug mains, and yeah, it ends badly. So you just notice that you can unclip the back connectors, the socket and the other stuff. It's a bit hard, but yeah, I basically got that out. It's a bit out of shot. Terrible, I know. I'm still getting used to this YouTube thing. Anyway, that's about it, and we'll see you all next time when I probably solder the thing together, or the time after that, when I solder the battery protection prototype, or the time after that when I actually assemble the whole thing together. I'm still waiting for a couple of bits and pieces here and there. Anyway, have fun. Cheers.